Like to me, like when I look at it from that standpoint and debate being a training ground, I just question the validity and the efficiency of it being a training ground, where it's like, metaphorically, going back to my slave metaphor, like you got the slaves practicing against the slaves and liberating themselves. Like, to me, that just don't make sense, you know what I'm saying? So I guess so I guess to further like fully answer the question or whatever, I feel like what the UDLs, like the next step is to make it where it's like not necessarily integrated, because I mean Malcolm X said that integration is assimilation, so I'm not trying to get, you know what I'm saying, down that road, but as far as making it where UDL teams and students in the UDL have more contact and more experiences that comes from individuals that benefit from structures that kind of make them where they are oppressed in a sense. So we'll be able to debate those schools that come from white suburban areas and debate those schools that come from the nice side of town and people that benefit from the structures that a lot of, with like, when I talk about portable skills, the portable skills that I'm talking about, like those portable skills serves to kind of like deconstruct or kind of develop a better understanding of the same structures, you know what I'm saying, that oppress or that disenfranchise the communities. So I feel like it'll be a better, a much better for education, for coalition building, for humanity, for, you know what I'm saying, us as Americans, and being able to understand how different people, you know what I'm saying, within this walk of American life are structured different, and you know what I'm saying, like they identify with America in different ways. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the next move for the UDL is to kind of do away with the, do away with, you know what I'm saying, the actual structuring of, okay, this the UDL league and then this the league. Cause from my understanding, like philosophy or whatever, like this would be like a manifestation of whiteness, where we have to identify the UDL in contrast to the other debate leagues that's not part of the UDL, that goes unidentified as just being debate. It's just debate. But you know what I'm saying, the form and perspective of debate that kind of varies from the traditional debate, it goes identified as the UDL. So I understand, like, you know what I'm saying, like George Yancey says that whiteness is, you know what I'm saying, its powers is when it's invisible, but its powers, you know what I'm saying, are oppressive, like oppressive. I'm gonna use some other words, oppressive, really. So, you know what I'm saying, really just trying to make it where those students that benefit from, you know what I'm saying, democracy, to benefit from capitalism, benefit from neoliberalism, benefit from, you know what I'm saying, all these ideas that we play with in debate and that we learned about debate, like it's very important from an educational standpoint, but also from a human development standpoint, you know what I'm saying, for us to be able to like challenge these ideas, and for people that come from, you know what I'm saying, like marginalized places to like stand in conjunction, but also understand how they interconnected to other people that come from like non-marginalized communities, and like communities that's not as marginalized as theirs, either more or less. But I feel like that's important. The UDL stuff though is crazy. And I do understand too though, again reiterating my point, how like my understanding of debate is very unique to like everybody in the staff and everybody here at ECLI, like they either, you know what I'm saying, they either debating at a UDL or they debated at a UDL. And I'm kind of pretty much coming from a perspective where I didn't even know about policy debate in high school really. So I understand how I'm being very critical of like UDL. But you know what I'm saying, like, the UDL came in another light, just so you know, I'm not just shoveling dirt on the UDL or whatever. The UDL has been a beautiful entity that's been able to take, you know what I'm saying, kids of color, you know what I'm saying, like kids of color, and show them that there's other spaces that they be able to express themselves. Because I feel like a lot of times, like us as, I know me as black people and us as black people, we get used to being seen. We used to being seen. We never have opportunities and spaces where we're able to be heard and felt. And I feel like ECLI has been beautiful in being able to show kids that even though our dark skin pigmentation allows us to always be seen, even when we're not seen, but we still seen, that we still can be felt and heard. And I feel like really every question that you like kind of put like posed to me, as far as like the UDLs, you know what I'm saying, as far as why I started debating or how I came to debate or whatever, like that is the most unique thing I feel like, given like how the world positions me as a black person. I'm always seen as being something that's criminal or as deviant or as all these other stereotypes. Now this space even outside of ECLI and even outside of us performing the debate, like policy debate gives me as a black male, you know what I'm saying, a space to be able to be heard and felt. Basketball in my mind, athletics in my mind, don't really give me that space like debate do. And ECLI gonna be beautiful. I feel like to be able to like travel in the future, to be able to build and scope and develop leaders that come from environments that's been rendered sacrificial zones, to be able to politically, socially, and economically reach heights that none of us been able to even think of. Because I know that when I'm talking to DB, I'm talking to Shanera, these are people that, you know, kind of laid down the groundwork for what we do here, and kind of been able to, like, without DB and Shanera, what they've done in the policy debate, there is no ECLI. So I understand how, like, when they come to me and they tell me, like, man, George Lee, that, like, it's like you reaching heights that I've never been able to reach. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much this whole campus to, like, pay it forward to make it where, you know what I'm saying, we able to lay down railroads for people that come after us to, like, go out and, like, pretty much, like, make noise, as much noise as possible on more, like, on, like, a bigger space of, like, train tracks, you know what I'm saying, in the sense that, like, I wasn't able to. Because I understand how, like, within the debate activity, how I'm able to get away with saying things and doing things that Shanera and DB may not have been able to. So now my dream is to make it where in ECLI and within what I'm doing in policy debate on the college level, I'm able to make it where kids are able to come up and do and say things that I wasn't able to get away with. So it's all about kind of like pushing up and opening up more space to make it where, you know what I'm saying, more like, not diversity or difference, but more like blackness can really come in and show this, you know what I'm saying, like uniqueness and, you know what I'm saying, like ambiance, you know what I mean, to the world. I guess I can answer the question. That makes sense. I guess the video is cool.
All right, that was the final question. Just that if you, aside from all this, through all of the interviews I'm doing, at the very end, if there's anything else that's, you know, on your mind, on your heart, that you want to say as a reflection over the past 3 weeks of the camp, that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with any of the questions that I asked, you know, at the very end, you know, feel free.
All right. Well, I think